Final news topic of the week, and it seems that the exclusivity period for the Silent Hill 2 remake has come to an end, as an Xbox Series X/S version has been rated by the ESRB. That's the rating system, right? And it's separate to the existing rating, which kind of suggests that, a different game was being tested, which suggests that there is going to be an Xbox version of the Silent Hill 2 remake on the way. No idea when, but if it's been rated, it kind of suggests that it's very, very far along in development. Good news, right, John?
Oh yeah, I mean, this game freaking awesome. This remake, this is so much better than I could have imagined. Really, even my son was super into this. This was his first horror experience, and he freaking loves it. We were just talking about this yesterday, so it's great to bring it to more players, and I think we'll see a good version on Xbox Series X. I wouldn't be surprised if we also saw a Switch port at some point, but so far it's just Xbox. And I feel like Chronos: The New Dawn is essentially like a test run for them in this regard, right? Like, you look at the decisions they made there on the different platforms, and I feel like that's going to reveal what they're probably going to do with Silent Hill 2 on like Series S, as well as, potential other platforms. But I would imagine Series X will just be on par with the PS5 version.
Yep.
So I don't see anything difficult there. Just that this is an awesome game, so I'm glad that Xbox fans get to play it, because Silent Hill 2 specifically actually does have a history with Xbox, dating back to the original Xbox, where it actually had a compromised but still okay port of the amazing Silent Hill 2, the PS2 game. So it makes sense to see it reborn here again on the Xbox systems. Mm-hmm. So it's great.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm curious about this idea of a Switch 2 port. I mean, you kind of want to see it, but then again, when you talk about Chronos, it essentially just turned off everything, really.
Yeah.
They probably going to have to do the same here, I would imagine, right? Like, Silent Hill 2 is a demanding game, as we know. Mm-hmm. I don't see how they could ship a Switch 2 version with all those features enabled. It feels like it would be a lot like Chronos: The New Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have yet to see a Switch 2 game use Nanite, VSM, or Lumen, and this game was built around them.
It sure was.
Especially Lumen. Like in Chronos, it's weird. It's obviously built around Lumen as well too, but since the game was dark, when you turn it off, it just looks like not as good, but still dark. But if you were to turn off Lumen and like any of the town areas, specifically of Silent Hill 2, you'd go inside a room and it'd be like pure sky color. That would really ruin the mood. So this would require, if they did do it, it would be either very specific, or they would maybe actually have to make some crunch down version of Lumen. Specific. It's funny how we're talking about the Xbox version, but now we're talking about Switch 2. But this just keeps happening. This keeps happening.
I mean, it's just because the Xbox version will just be like PS4.
Yeah, I guess there's going to be question marks over Series S, though, because it's a significantly lower power platform. And if you look at Chronos, texture quality reduced, shadows pared back, volumetric fog pared back.
Makes sense.
That could, those are the kind of cutbacks which specifically for a game like Silent Hill could be not particularly great. But I agree with you. There's no reason why the Series X version shouldn't just be platform parity, perhaps with some frame rate differences based on everything we've ever seen.
Right now, though, Alex, you mentioned on Switch the lack of Lumen, VSMs, Nanite, and all that. I feel like there's only like maybe 3 games even that run UE5 on Switch 2 right now.
Yeah, I think we did a video on it.
Oliver did it, yeah.
Split Fiction
with me.
Never used these to begin with. Fortnite obviously has both options, and Chronos is the only one that we've seen that was heavily downgraded by removing those features. So I'm still confident that we'll be able to see some games use it, but I guess the question is at what cost?
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, I believe we report, or was it 2 weeks ago? Was how we reported on the when I talked about the Bonsai demo, the NVIDIA Bonsai demo.
Oh yeah.
They did enter. There was a patch note for UE 5.7, I believe it was, developer branch, about bringing lower powered Lumen that doesn't have like Lumen reflections in it. It's basically like the stuff you saw in Doom, the Dark Ages. And they specifically mentioned a certain low power handheld console as part of those patch notes. I can only presume that means Switch 2, which would be interesting if there was a dedicated ray tracing mode mainly aimed at Switch 2. It would allow for porting to be much easier, but still it wouldn't take care of everything. Like I said, there's a lot of reflections also, since there's a lot of puddles in Silent Hill 2, and having them only be SSR would take away maybe a bit from the experience. But yeah, also like they had their own like custom volumetric fog for Silent Hill 2. That was pretty cool looking.
It was really good.
It was pretty heavy though, if you turned it up, and it started to look bad when you reduced res. It started to get really chunky. So I don't know. I would be interested in seeing how that port looks. But also with Series S, I'd be interested if they added all a 60 FPS mode. I'd imagine not. You know.
Wait, I'm seeing Little Nightmares 3. It might be UE5, but I don't know if that uses any of those features. And Borderlands 4 does, and that was at Gamescom, but that's not out yet on Switch 2.
Yeah, I think the pre-release footage we saw before they delayed was also very questionable whether or not the features were enabled.
It looked like no.
Yeah.
And it wasn't running that well either, so we'll see.
Yeah.
TBD.
Okay, fair enough.